Hi, my name is Liliana, and I'm going to be solving question 10 from section 5.3. So the problem is the workers are sliding a 300 kilogram crate across the floor at a constant speed. One worker pushes forward on the crate with a force of 380 newtons, while the other pulls in the same direction with a force of 350 newtons using a rope connected to the crate. What is the crate's coefficient of kinetic friction on the floor? Okay, so for number one, the first step in solving this problem, you're going to draw a free body diagram. Um, so let me just explain this a little bit. We have the normal force pointing up, paired with the force of gravity pulling down, and both of these forces are equal, and we know this because it's moving at a constant speed. Okay, so then we have the force of the push pulling it this way, to the right. There we go. Then we have the force of the rope pulling also to the right, and then in the opposite direction we have the force or the kinetic friction. Going in the opposite direction against the two forces pulling it this way to the right. Okay, so to find this coefficient of kinetic friction, we need to find the equation. And the equation that I came up with was the force of the push plus the force of the rope pulling on the crate. And then this is going to be equal to the coefficient of kinetic friction multiplied by the normal force. Okay, and because the crate is moving at a constant speed, we can actually derive this equation from it, which is the force of the push plus the force of the rope being equal to the coefficient of kinetic friction multiplied the mass times the gravity. And then if we rearrange it, we get this equation, force of the push plus force of the rope divided by the mass times the gravity. And all this being equal to the coefficient of kinetic friction, which is what we're trying to find. Okay, moving on, now we have to solve it by plugging in our values. So as stated in the problem, in problem 10, we have the force of the push being 380, the force of the rope being 350, these are newtons of course. Then we have the mass being equal to 300 kilograms and the force of gravity, or the gravitational acceleration, being 9.8 meters per second squared, as always. Okay, so after plugging in the values to this equation, this equation, we get this. So 380 newtons plus 350 newtons divided by 300 kilograms multiplied by 9.8. And then plugging that into the calculator, we get 0.25. And then this is our answer for kinetic friction coefficient. Thank you.